Hello everyone, I am the thenthapple and we're back once again for part 6 of our Far Harbor playthrough. And this is the shit that attacked me at the end of the last episode. You fuck! Why would he have a subway token on him? Like, I know most of the loot's randomly generated, but I'm assuming there aren't any subway tokens. Or, sorry, any subways on Far Harbor?
Got it.
That is a good question though. Are there limits to where you can put a subway based on the water level of the area you're on? Like, I know a lot of coastal places have them, but surely there is to a certain extent a limit. Like, eventually it'd be going underwater and that's harder to do, maybe? Alright, so we at last have some corpses. Alright, they've got some money. She died while sleeping. He seemed to have been killed standing up. Now I wonder if the Mr. Handy did it. And we can find some other clues. They do have a lot of money, a lot of spending, a lot of green. Not sure. The Handy shouldn't have went insane so quickly, so it's likely the blast hit them, but the windows are fine. And usually if the radiation has affected somebody, the area around them is damaged in some way as well. Most of the time, anyway. Oh, there's the creepy face. It looks a lot like the helmet that Lorenzo wore, doesn't it? Interesting point about him. When I was doing a quest the other day, I came across him slaughtering 3 non-feral ghouls.
Too many folks these days count on violence to solve their problems. You only have to look around to see where that got us.
Oh yeah, people are cunts. Okay, so this is still working. But yeah, he slaughtered them and said he was studying them to find out where their longevity came from. Does anybody else remember that happening? Because I can almost swear to God that that was never a thing. Like, I can't remember that ever happening before, so I'm thinking, is it something newly added? Or am I just imagining things? Right, are these turrets friendly? Okay, maybe they are. But does that mean they've only been set to attack ghouls, which means someone post-war must have set them up? Wouldn't it? I thought it said vault there, and it's like, oh, it's like, oh, it's just a vase. Fuck you. Alright, let us descend then, into wherever this leads. Maybe actually to Vault 118 now. Da, 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 da. Hip elevator music. Speaks to me in a religious way. Oh. This elevator's taking a very long time. Like, very long. Huh. Alright, things are getting a little bit interesting. So are we now assuming that this is going to be the vault? Someone mentioned I had to talk to like a Miss Nanny or something in order to... Well... These seem like the type of lockers the vaults had. But I suppose we won't know until we get a bit deeper in. So, I haven't actually posted the episode yet at time of recording here where I talked about it, but as I said, any area I talk about here is going to be a rough draft at the best. Okay, I'm going to be going back through these. Oh, we're in a fucking vault. We found Vault 118. Fucking religious experience. So why is someone just sitting here, lording it over with a wee cuppa? Alright, well. Fucking shit, yes.
This place just got a little more interesting.
You're right, Nick. This place did just get a little more interesting. Thank you for that astute and useless fucking observation. You are, as usual, a stalwart companion. Alright, I gotta save here then. Just cheeky quick save. Alright, let's get it open. Let's fucking do it, son. Let's go find out what's Vault 118.
Greetings!
Oh!
Welcome to Vault 118, your home away from home, underground. Are you the detective we sent for?
Yes.
Why do you need a detective?
Well, there's been a suspicious death in the hotel. We need someone to investigate. Are you the detective we sent for?
Maybe. Tell me what's going on.
There's been a suspicious death. We sent someone for help, but no one has come to help us yet. Are you the detective we sent for?
Yes, I'm the detective.
Oh, thank goodness. Let me just open the door for you.
Okay, so fancy dining underneath the hotel. I'm guessing this was like a super bonus mega package or whatever.
Well, it's about time the police sent someone out to investigate. We have many important residents and they are very worried.
What happened? Who died?
It's Mr. Parker, the primary owner and financier for the hotel. This is just a disaster. Have a look at the crime scene for clues. And when you're ready, we can discuss
Sounds like
your
trouble.
findings. They're at the crime scene again. Don't they realize that they're going to disturb the evidence? You'd better come with me, detective.
Alright, we have got a tasty fucking stuff. So, well, I'm gonna say fuck you. I'm the vault expert here. I will go where I please. So a bit of flooding. Alright. Intentional or otherwise, I don't know. It doesn't look like it's been fully packed out. Okay, we can't steal things. Fair enough, fair enough. And some of this requires key to unlock. Alright, so I'm assuming we're gonna have to complete the actual quest first before we can go any further with the vault. Radiation scanners, cool, cool. Oh. Okay, is this like... Is this a vault for robots? Because that would be really cool.
Protect and serve.
Alright, so a lot of protect-on chargers, more than we've seen in any vault so far, and it's only the entrance. A lot of gear. Several doors inaccessible. To me right now, anyway. Yep.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Excuse me?
Ezra, you have outdone yourself. This is your finest work. There is more emotion in his death than most have had in their entire lives.
Our friend is dead, Mr. Avida. Have you no respect?
I'm just saying that at least he had the decency to make a spectacle of it. There is nothing worse
Please,
than
if I
a
may,
death.
That's
if
what
I
this
could
is to
just
you?
have your attention.
You're sick.
I'm sorry for shouting, but the detective has arrived and shall begin the investigation henceforth. Please return to your rooms until the detective has examined the crime scene and had a chance to come speak with you.
Well. If it isn't the law, the law.
Okay, that's surprising. Those are here.
Can we talk about the murder?
There will be plenty of time for that. We have more important matters to attend to. Come with me.
No. You seem extremely rippish. Guessing this is the director of sorts. Fucking Robobrains.
Have a look at the crime scene for clues. When you're ready, we can discuss your findings.
Guys,
You
it's a
are
fucking
free
robot
to
murder.
question the residents,
I'm in my element.
but their safety is our priority. So unless you have solid evidence, I would avoid
I
accusations.
guess someone wasn't a fan of Robobrains. At least not this one.
Alright, let's see. Set the scene. A performance of some description occurred here, the microphone being the obvious candidate. This individual was not perched, but was probably sitting in the direct vicinity of this chair. Was the beer bottle poisoned? We don't know.
Is this blood?
Yes.
Looks like the brain enclosure was smashed.
Jesus Christ, it's fucking crimes afoot. I have never been more in my element than right now. I've waited my whole life for this. Alright, so objects they can't use. I'm assuming the chairs are knocked over because they try and sit in them.
Serve.
I'm also assuming that any of the Protectrons do not have personalities. Ah, more blood.
Nice. A baseball bat. What is this doing here? Red paint?
Okay, so it's, yeah. So someone put red paint in the ground and painted a bunch of shit.
This isn't blood. It's red paint.
And someone smashed his brain case open with the baseball bat, clearly.
Hello again, Detective. Was there anything else?
Your residents are robots.
Not robots, Detective. Well, not exactly, anyway. I believe the term they use is Robobrain. Back before the war, the residents decided the best way to wait it out was to put their brains inside robotic chassis. Was there anything else?
I found the murder weapon.
Oh no. That's the bat from Mr. McKinney's movie. You don't think he could be involved, do you? I can't imagine him ever doing such a thing. Was there anything else?
I'm not sure where I should start.
I suppose you should try to figure out how he died, and then who had the means and motive to kill him. Once you have enough evidence, then I suppose you'll need to confront the killer. Was there anything else?
That's not blood around the body. It's red paint.
Mr. Santiago would definitely have red paint, but surely he wouldn't have... Would he? This is just terrible, Detective. Was there anything else?
Tell me about the victim.
Mr. Ezra Parker was the primary owner and financier for the hotel. He had vast experience managing venture projects around the world. It was his idea to have our premier clients become investors in the vault section of the hotel. He worked with Vault Tech to have this built to their every specification. Was there anything else?
Never mind.
I'll be here.
Alright, so... Now, this might be part of the great game. It's something I've meant to talk about before, but I've just never got round to it. Essentially, a lot of rich bastards try to figure out ways to make themselves immortal. Players of the game were... Eddie Winters was most likely one of them. Shit, what was the name of that ghoul back in Point Lookout? Well, he was one of them as well. Okay, essentially there was a whole lot of... Jesus, this is going to take a while. Essentially, there were a lot of rich people trying to do this, so I'm guessing this was Mr. Santiago's, or Mr. Parker's, yes, his solution to the problem. Which isn't a bad one, to be fair. Okay, it's sensible enough, but... You know. Okay, you just beep, thanks for that, you're very informative, you shit. Overseer, did that say? Alright. Okay, so hold on. Just gonna make sure I'm hidden if I'm gonna pick this. Yeah, he probably does have the key, but I don't really need it. Don't see any point in picking a lock or getting the key to a lock that I can just pick.
That's it.
orchestra.
Oh, why thank you, Valiant Nick, you're so kind. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, fuck off, Valentine. You're okay with me picking locks, but you're not okay. Right, okay. So, Vault 118, okay, it did have an overseer. They did eat food. They did have a safe. Did they kill themselves? Let's find out. No, they just died. Right. So, they work with Vault Tech to build this, but to what extent? Social interaction working class and ultra wealthy when under confined conditions. Should function as a luxury hotel to attract necessary test subjects. Should admitted population much inferior wing of the vault. Alright. Vault 118 shall function as an ultra elite hotel to attract test subjects of the wealth and status. Upon activation, secondary wing of the vault should be made open to public and selected from the local working populace. These subjects are to be taken through the exclusive. Once residents have been admitted, the vault is to be sealed until the test can be completed. Not to number more than 10, they shall have their every desire tended to by robot staff. To have the extent as possible, they are considered to be above all legal restrictions when interacting with Test Group B. The working class, 300 people, measures should be taken to ensure living conditions are comfortable and cramped. Uncomfortable and cramped. Food and rations are to be extremely limited. Any breach of rules is to be judged by Test Group A and enacted by robot staff. Restricted to the overseer and key research members. Alright. One of the subjects from Testing Group A is apparently a researcher for General Atomics. He and his wife convince the other members that the international situation becomes tense, put their brains into robots. They're doing this voluntarily, absolutely insane, try to convince my superiors they will completely discount the test results, but they seem more intrigued by the idea than appalled. Second wing wasn't completed. However, when I attempted to trigger the recruitment protocol, the system informed me I've been locked out. Someone from Test Group A have overridden it. Weeks now, I realized today that I've become the test subject. Instead of testing the social interactions between the locals, it's just me trapped in here with them. Alright. And yeah, check the tape. Let's see. Okay, so it was originally meant to test the interactions between the wealthy and the poor, much like Vault 114, but this time the wealthy had, you know, the actual money. But the poor, who were meant to go in another section of the vault, never arrived. The overseer got locked out, and all the residents of the A group, put themselves into Robobrains. Alright. Was that Vault 118? Or something else? I forget what it was called. Shit. Okay, crap. What was that called? This might take a while. I just realized I went past it. Sorry.
Progress on construction of the second wing of the vault is completely stalled. Once the premier area of the vault had been completed, funding seems to have been cut off. My supervisors have informed me that they haven't received payment from Mr. Parker, and Vault-Tec won't pay out of pocket to continue construction. I've repeatedly approached Ezra about the finances, but he keeps telling me that Mrs. Riggs hasn't transferred the funds. However, when I asked her, Juliana said that she had just given Ezra extra for the gold paint in the rooms. I've hired an investigator to look for signs of embezzlement in a few weeks.
Sounds like Ezra was embezzling from his investors.
Alright, so this seems to be a vault where the residents fucking screwed over Vault-Tec for once, and I am happy about that. Mentats, yep. Alright, so this is very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Okay. So I just want to say right now, I'm assuming you all still want a fully fleshed out investigated lore video on Vault 118, even though I'm sort of looking at it right here. Okay, so this must be where the food was meant to be grown. I can't imagine that it would have been needed that much to be honest, like, it's a good question. What do Robobrains eat? I'm assuming the fluid in their brains has to be changed, but given the fact that some of them in the waste are still roaming about, I'm gonna say it probably takes a while for them to fade.
I've been told the Valentine Detective Agency signs are an eyesore.
Yeah, alright, you shut up, I don't care. I don't care, Nick. I don't give a fuck. Alright, this is gonna get confusing very quickly, I know it. Okay, and this leads down from there, right. I wonder who I should question, though. Oh god. Okay. He's got a lot of paint, some wine bottles and alcohol. Though I doubt she painted it. Or she drank it. Oh god, so much paint. I bet it's just it's just shitty abstract crap. It's probably a really good idea that a robot is in a room that is electrical. This can only end well.
Hello again, detective. Come with me.
Excuse you? You answer my questions, boy.
Tell me, what does this piece say to you?
It's about composition.
Oh, I fucking
Balance,
yes.
colors, and emotions, and the struggle to maintain internal order.
Indeed. This is the last
Yes.
piece I did in a series of portraits of Gilda. Number 1378. Her emotional landscape is superimposed on the portrait. The reality of the subject is distorted as the ego attempts to project itself. This way.
Quite. I am an artful fucker.
Tell me, what does this one say to you?
It's the war. Bombs from every direction, no up or down, the world turned on its head.
I suppose in a way it must be.
Oh
And
yeah.
word shapes art in return. All art must therefore be
Call me Vincent
constantly
Van Gogh,
reborn
fuck yourself.
through the lens of contextual and historic interpretation. We must ascend.
Can you please just tell me what I want to know? I would like to leave, please.
And what about this one? And please be honest, for art without honesty is just politics.
It's a metaphor. A young creature grappling with ideas it doesn't possess the capability to understand.
Intriguing. The mind will superimpose meaning where none was intended. I had not considered it. Truth be told, this is my best-selling piece. I did this series under a pseudonym, of course.
Pretty sure I've seen that a couple times in the Commonwealth.
Any of my serious works, and I take the whole thing as a lark.
Yep,
What does
that sounds
tell
about
you
right.
about the value of art to the common man, huh? Ah, my fellow connoisseur of the art, here to see my latest work.
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
The person you should be looking at is Juliana Riggs. That Philistine would not know art from her own excrement. Ezra had a rather dramatic fight recently. You could hear her banshee screeches all the way across the hotel.
What were Juliana and Ezra arguing about?
I don't know. I was painting at the time and I was trying to block it out. Though I bet Gilda probably heard them. Maybe you should check with her.
I found red paint at the crime scene. Know anything about that?
No, actually. Ezra borrowed my last can and now I can't find it.
It sounds like you've done a lot of paintings of Gilda. Why her?
Our Gilda is a very singular creature, detective. Do you not see the joie de vivre from within her? I have never met another who clings to life so tenaciously, who lives so in the moment. I must admit I was quite smitten with her for a time.
You're still in love with Gilda, aren't you?
So what if I am?
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this so much.
She deserves someone who truly understands ephemeral beauty, not a brute actor.
Maybe later.
Good. I hope.
I've got my eye on you, Santiago. Well, as we stand here ready to drop the hottest single of 2017, what the fuck's that? I will leave this episode here. I have enjoyed the... Oh my. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. We finally found Vault 118, and we will continue to explore it in the next one. And until then, goodbye.